Attention all, the Garter Bowl game will be held on October 10th at OMS this year. Sign-ups for all grade levels will be held in the cafeteria during all lunches September 4th through September 11th. The cost is $10. There will be a mandatory meeting for all girls who choose to sign up on Thursday, September 12th in the cafeteria at 3 p.m. Don't miss out on this great opportunity to play in the game. Practices will begin during the week of September 16th.
Homecoming is quickly approaching and the theme is Sharing is Caring. Spirit Week for Homecoming will begin on October 7th. Student Council has planned an awesome week, so stay tuned for more details.
In club news, Parkland GSA will have a meeting for the first time this school year tomorrow, September 5th, after school in D218. If you are interested in running for club officer, please prepare a short speech about yourself and why you're running for your officer position. Elections will be held at this meeting, so if you are interested in the club or running for officer, please come.
The Trojans for Life Club will have its first meeting of the year today at 3 p.m. in B121. And now over to Irelynn with sports.
Thanks, Maya. This Friday, our Trojans will take on Freedom, and the theme will be gold. Parkland is partnering with Freedom High School for this game to raise money for the Pediatric Cancer Foundation of the Lehigh Valley. So be sure to show out in all gold in support of this cause. Last night, field hockey tied 2-2 against Pocono Mountain East, and girls volleyball was taken down by Central 3-2. In today's sports news, boys and girls soccer will take on Emmaus Hornets, boys away and girls home at 7. Be sure to show out. Back to you guys.
That's all we have for you this morning. I'm Halma.
And I'm Kyleigh Duff. Make sure to stay to date on announcements through our Twitter at Parkland TV Film. We now leave you with special announcements from our administrators.
My name is Mrs. Bannock, and I am the Assistant Principal for Curriculum and Instruction here at Parkland High School. As we begin our journey through another school year, please keep in mind that my priority is to help you to reach your fullest potential in all of your academic endeavors. I encourage you to make good decisions, study hard, and be the best person you can be. I know that if you follow this simple advice, your year will be filled with academic accomplishments and memorable relationships as you make your mark at Parkland High School. With that said, please keep the following in mind as we move through the 2019-2020 school year. 1. Learning is the most important part of your school day. However, learning only occurs when you're in the classroom. If for some reason you do need to leave the classroom to go to your locker or to the bathroom, you need to seek permission from your teacher. Fill out the appropriate information in your agenda book, and then sign out in your teacher's sign-out book. Your agenda book will then serve as your hall pass, unlike the traditional passes that you may have used from teachers in the past. Please make note of this new sign-out procedure for this year, though you will continue to hear and learn more about it from your classroom teachers. Passes to go to the nurse's office, library, guidance office, main office, or athletic office will continue to be issued as warranted. Please be sure to sign in at these locations upon your arrival. 2. If you need to see your guidance counselor or go to the career resource room, you must schedule an appointment to do so. Appointments can be made before and after school hours. Of course, no appointment is needed to see a counselor if you're experiencing a crisis. 3. Daily attendance is imperative in order for you to be successful in your academic studies. However, should an instance arrive where you must be late to school, please be sure to adhere to our late sign-in procedures. On most days, a late sign-in table will be set up in the rotunda for students to sign in late between 7:40 a.m. and 8:10 a.m. If the late sign-in table is not set up, or if you're coming in after 8:10 a.m., you must sign in at the attendance desk in the main office. Students who arrive late to school must have a valid parental note that explains the reason why you are late. Please note that excusing a late to school rests with the discretion of the administration, and each note will be examined and verified on an individual basis. Unexcused lates to school will result in progressive disciplinary consequences, including lunch detention, after-school detention, Saturday detention, and, in chronic instances, suspension. Keep in mind that lates are cumulative and include both lates to school and lates to class. 4. Finally, at Parkland High School, We value academics and set high expectations for all of our students. We also place great emphasis on academic integrity. Cheating in any way, shape, or form will not be tolerated and will result in an F or a 0 for the assignment, essay, test, project, etc. Your families, assigned assistant principal, and guidance counselor will be notified in any and all instances of cheating as well. This may also result in a student being assigned a WF or withdrawal failure with no opportunity to make up the lost credit. Students may also lose the opportunity to become or remain a part of any of our honor societies as a result of an academic integrity violation. Students and their families should carefully review our academic integrity policy located on pages 22 to 24 in the student handbook for additional information. Renowned football coach Vince Lombardi once said, "The dictionary is the only place that success comes before work. Work is the key to success, and hard work can help you accomplish anything. If you work hard and try your very best, you will certainly go far, both this school year and beyond." Thank you very much. Have a safe and productive school year, and go Trojans.
Good morning, I'm Mrs. George. All students are required to carry their ID cards and present them when requested. All faculty and staff are required to wear their IDs at all times. Inappropriate language is not acceptable at any time, in school, during co-curricular activities, or anywhere on campus. Eating, drinking, or carrying open beverage containers outside the cafeteria is not permitted at any time for any reason. All cars parked at the high school must be identified with a parking tag. Parking tags are $20 and can be purchased in the main office. Cars must be parked in assigned areas within clearly defined parking spaces. Students are only allowed to park in lots A and B. Students are not allowed to park on the access road. Students must park in designated areas with white lines. The penalty for parking without a parking tag or in a designated area is a Saturday detention. Also, as a reminder, the speed limit is 15 miles per hour. South Whitehall Police have been given access to monitor students' speed. Violators may receive a ticket. Additionally, please observe all crosswalks around campus. And lastly, students may not drive behind the building during dismissal. All visitors must have prior administrative approval. Students, guests, visiting relatives, and/or friends may not visit the school during the school day. Such requests will be denied. Textbooks are on loan to you and are property of the school. Students are responsible for any damage while on loan and will be fined. Students should report stolen books immediately. Failure to do so will result in the students being financially responsible. Thank you and have a great school year.
Good morning and welcome. Each student has been assigned a Parkland School District locker. You are encouraged not to share your locker or its combination with anybody else. You and you alone are responsible for the contents of your locker. Study hall is a quiet place for students to study and work. When you are in study hall, you must follow the classroom rules and all teacher directives. You are expected to bring assignments that can be completed quietly and remain in your seats so you do not disturb others. You must obtain teacher permission when leaving your assigned study hall area. Students participating in after-school activities must be at their supervised area by 3:05. This includes the library, weight room, detention, or participating in a school-sponsored adult monitored club. Students not in a supervised activity must vacate the building and school district property 10 minutes after the dismissal bell. The library will close at 4:30 on regular school days, and the library will not be open on Saturdays. Thank you, and make it a great year.
Good morning. My name is Mr. Monahan, and I am the instructional supervisor. The Parkland School District recognizes that unusual circumstances sometimes require a student to be absent from school for a medical appointment, court appearance, an important family event, or an educational trip. While we strongly discourage making appointments during the school day, if you need to leave school, you must follow the following 5-step procedure in the days prior to your planned absence. 1. Obtain an emergency permit from the attendance office prior to the start of the school day. 2. Take the emergency permit home and have your parents complete and sign the form. 3. At least 24 hours prior to the absence or appointment, return the signed form to the attendance office in the main office. If all the necessary information and signatures are completed, the permit will be signed by the attendance office personnel and you will receive a yellow copy of the emergency permit. 4. If the permit is for a partial day's absence, you must sign out at the attendance office prior to leaving the building and present your copy of the permit to the attendance secretary. 5. When you return to school, you will be required to provide an official verification of the scheduled leave so that your absence will be recorded as excused. Parents or guardians requesting an early dismissal without an emergency permit will be required to sign their student out at the attendance office, provide picture ID, and must be listed on the student's emergency information record, or fax or email a signed note from a parent or guardian. Thank you for giving us your attention, and have a great year.
Good morning, and welcome to the 2019-2020 school year. I'm looking forward to another great year working with all of you. All of you should have received a 2019-2020 student handbook. There's a lot of information in the handbook about important procedures and policies for our school, as well as the PHS Student Code of Conduct. Some important revisions made to consequences in the Code of Conduct beginning this school year are lunch detentions, which will occur each day in room C-130. I also want to remind you about the possibility to lose late start, early dismissal, and driving privileges if you frequently cut class, leave the building without permission, or are consistently late to class. Please review information in the handbook carefully, as you are responsible for knowing and following the expectations it contains. Also, everyone should have received the student activities booklet for this school year. It details the many clubs and activities that we offer here at Parkland High School. Please use this as a resource to help you decide on what clubs or activities you would like to become a part of. We'll be holding a student involvement fair on Friday, September 13th for all 9th grade and new students in the auxiliary gym. You will attend the fair during social studies classes. Upperclassmen may also visit the involvement fair during assigned lunch periods. This is an excellent opportunity for you to learn more about the clubs that interest you. Student representatives from those clubs will be there to assist you in deciding about which club you would like to join. As a reminder, any students participating in co-curricular activities before or after school hours are permitted in supervised areas only and must be accompanied by a teacher at all times. If you use the library after school, you must remain in the library until the late activity bus arrives. Students are not permitted to be in the building unsupervised at any time. Thank you and have a great year.
Good morning and welcome back to school. At this time, I would like to review some policies and procedures, attendance, late start privilege, and the early dismissal privilege with you. By law, you must attend school. If you are under 17 years of age, on the 4th day of a legal absence, you may be cited by the magistrate and will be fined up to $500. If you are 17 or over, in addition to the aforementioned, on the 10th day of a legal absence, you may lose credit for the entire year. Study hall is a quiet place for students to study and work. When you are in study hall, you must follow the classroom rules and all teacher directions. Bring assignments that can be completed quietly and remain in your seats so you do not disturb others. You cannot leave the study hall without a pass or teacher permission. All cafeteria study hall students must stay in the area assigned. Seniors, juniors, and sophomore students are all eligible for late arrival or early dismissal privileges when their study halls are aligned appropriately. This privilege will not be granted until the late arrival or early dismissal card is completed with the appropriate parent signature. Students granted late arrival or early dismissal should not be on campus earlier than 10 minutes prior to your first class or 10 minutes after your last class and must have guaranteed transportation. Students found in the building unsupervised will have this privilege revoked and will be rescheduled for study hall. Late arrival privileges may be suspended during Keystone testing periods and when other school-wide events require this change. Fall sports participants who have after-school practices should not request early dismissal. Please remember that proper school attire is required at all times. But just as a reminder, tube tops, off-the-shoulder tops, spaghetti straps, strapless, halter, backless, and tank tops are not permitted. The tank top exclusion applies to the gentleman as well. Tops must cover your entire midriff section. Dresses, skirts, and shorts should cover 3/4 of the thigh. Drug and alcohol-related apparel is strictly prohibited, along with any clothing that is obscene, profane, or vulgar. Headgear of any kind may not be worn once you enter the building. No undergarments should be visible. This includes boxer shorts, underwear, and bra straps. In the event of a dress code violation, your parents will be contacted to bring in a change of clothing. Thank you, and have a great year.